Hi guys, happy Monday. I wanted to share a couple of tips on trying to do a good push-up if it's something that you struggle with, or if it's something that you just really have never been good at and you just don't think that you can do them and you're kind of wondering if there's even an alternative to doing push-ups, or maybe even a way that you could ease into doing push-ups. And I believe that there is. I know that not everybody feels like their upper body strength is able to if they're not able to hold up their body enough to do a push-up. So there's some great ways to do alternatives to push-ups, or at least make adjustments to a push-up to make it easier, so that you can build up that strength, so that you can ultimately do a full push-up. Because it just, as you get stronger, you are able to do more than you think you can. So I just wanted to show you a easy way to get in kind of that push-up motion, to work your chest and get your arms and everything kind of used to that motion, so that you can eventually increase your ability to do regular push-ups. And I think especially for women, that sometimes we tend to forget or neglect working the chest in this area, just because you're more concerned about your arms or whatever. But when you work your chest, or when you work you kind of work kind of your whole body, all of your other muscles are activated as well. So it's not going to do you any harm to work those areas, and it does help you to strengthen your core because you're working balance. There's so many benefits to even just doing push-up or holding a plank. So I hope that it's something that maybe you're willing to give a try. So super quick, I want to show you the way that I have found helpful for people to get used to the motion of a push-up, using their arms and their upper body, but without the strain, maybe sometimes on the shoulders, that is difficult for people when you're doing it on the floor. So hopefully you're going to be able to see me. I'm going to use the wall. So I'm going to turn my back here, but basically you're going to use the wall instead of a floor. And you just want to make sure that you have your arms are straight, that you're not up here, because you don't want to wrench your neck, but you do want to make sure that you've got your arms, you got enough space to kind of have space for your arms. And you can start super close to the wall and still get that motion. You're just getting your body used to the motion of the push-up. So you can do this, 20 times, 30 times, whatever you feel comfortable with. And then eventually what you're going to want to do is get further away from the wall, so you're using a little bit more of your upper body, keeping your arms lined up and just pushing that way. So eventually you're going to keep getting closer. You don't want to go too far because you don't want to lose your balance and fall, but again, you want to make sure that you're using your upper body strength to increase your strength as you're doing this, and you get better at doing those. And then eventually when you get down to the floor, even if you want to start in just a knee plank, just holding this, you are still working your core muscles, you are still working your arms, you are still working your chest. And then eventually what you're going to want to do is try and do a push-up, and do as many as you feel you can, and then maybe hold, take a break, whatever, and do some more. And eventually you will be able to get to the point where you'll do a full plank, holding and then down. And then of course there's always ways to make push-ups harder. If you are already capable of doing those push-ups, there's other ways that you can invert your push-ups. Put your feet on a chair, put your feet on a workout bench, or not a medicine ball, but a stability ball. That adds a little bit more balance, and just makes it a little bit more challenging for your shoulders and your upper body, but adding a little bit more challenge to that workout. So start small, give yourself a little bit of, just time to practice, but don't assume that you can't, unless you have some kind of condition where you just physically can't do push-ups. I have seen many people in my group start with this and move up to full push-ups. So give it a try. And another quick option or suggestion I could make for you is, if you are trying to build your upper body strength and you would like to be able to do push-ups more, maybe start doing some chest exercises. And a great one that you can do, starting with minimal weights and on the floor. I wasn't planning on sharing this, but I thought I would. I saw these weights laying there. But if you lay on your back with a set of dumbbells, and then you do chest presses, you're building those same muscles. If you think about the motion that you're doing when you do this, is the same motion that you're doing when you're doing a push-up. So if you practice this with light weights to build up that strength, then ultimately you'll be able to transfer that same strength into doing a push-up. So hopefully that was helpful to you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'm going to try and do Monday workout tips from now on for a while and see how that goes. So if that's something that you are interested in, please comment below maybe a workout suggestion or tip that you would like to see, and I will try and incorporate that into my next week's video. Thanks again. Have a great week, guys. Thanks for watching.